everyone to add their email addresses for the Heroku get Heroku to add everyone as a Heroku collaborator. So.
Oh, cool! That's great. Like it's a separate Heroku thing that we'll all be on.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
I think we can just create 3 Heroku applications with this type of license that we have right now. Correct?
I think it's 5, but
okay.
And Ryan, were you able to get in touch with Cameron this week?
No. Can you hear me? Okay, good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I wasn't sure if I was going to have the same issues last week. Yeah, so I don't know. So what's the farthest we are on the project? Is it just like Hello World right now, or?
Well, that's all that's on the repository right now. Jesus and I worked on the API, and we were able to get a command line version running. So we have proof of concept with the API right now. It sounds like Michael and Jordan worked on the database, and they had issues connecting, but I think that's what we're going to do for the team project today. So hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have some connections there.
Sure.
And then we can push that with our own database. So we should have something to show at least for milestone 1, but it won't be a whole lot. What were you guys in charge of, Ryan? You and Brad and Cameron?
We were going to do the class creation.
Okay.
And if we're gonna do the Heroku Postgres database, then not Ryan. Sorry, I was working with Ryan last night. Who was it? The other guy I was working with? Crap. Brad. No.
Jordan.
Jordan had a bunch of our database actually written up. We just didn't get to start testing it because of our lack of being able to get connected. Speaking of which, because I have to leave to the temple, I'll probably end up leaving before we're actually done for our reports. Is that something that we're all going to do individually, or are we going to do it as a collaborative team so that we have something to turn in? Our milestone report or whatever it is that we're turning in for this next weekend.
It's individual. I read. Yeah. We will all be uploading the same stuff pretty much, but it has to be done individually.
Okay, so the stuff that we're uploading, I guess, is like if I'm not here for that, where is that going to be is what I'm wondering. Like, where are we putting all the... Oh, it's going to be on our, our GitHub.
Yeah, right? So here's the URL for the GitHub repository, and then here's the URL for the application.
Okay. Awesome. So good. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I was looking at the milestone I was supposed to work on.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really sure what that means.
Which one is it?
I guess it's really broad. It could mean a lot of things. That's why.
Which one is it?
Sorry, class creation.
Oh, okay. I think I have an idea of what they want. I don't know if they just want the documentation of what classes are we going to be implementing, or if we have to implement them right now. But that shouldn't be that hard. For example, I was talking to Cody yesterday, and I was just figuring out some of the things that we are going to be doing with the API, and probably we'll need for example, a video class, so we can store all the video attributes from the API calls into a class, so we can create an object and then retrieve all that data from that object and things like that. So I think we need to figure out what type of classes.
So just kind of for the chat. We want.
So we can edit the milestones as needed. as as we see fit, and as we get and per what we get completed. So it's not like a hard deadline, hard objective. Those are flexible.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guess we are still a week ahead, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, that helps.
The class creation shouldn't be too difficult.
It's kind of a
No.
list.
Because I mean, I can
Bunch of stub functions.
I can code up the classes within a couple hours if it's just like like doing just one class takes like 10 minutes if we have all the
Let me.
the methods and stuff.
And attributes, correct?
If we know what we want in the classes, it's really easy to code them up. So that won't be too difficult at all.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add last week's milestones right here, just so that everyone can kind of type in where we're at on what they were assigned, and then also what you plan to be able to get done today, so that we can kind of have a baseline to shoot for.
Well, I mean, we'll have to have this done by Wednesday for sure, right?
Well, I think this week's milestones are due tonight at midnight.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Right.
this one's not.
Oh, so we're not a week ahead for the milestones. Okay.
No,
Oh, wait.
we're not a week ahead for the milestones.
Okay, yeah. So we talked about this last Saturday. So yeah, it's due.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So just a list of, I guess, generalized classes will be hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if we just generate a list of those classes, I don't think the code necessarily has to be done. Just kind of a planning stage.
So I think we just need to create the probably the diagrams for the classes, indicating the methods and all the attributes and variables that we were going to be using, probably.
Okay.
So I do want to ask, because Jordan's writing down right now our part, the database, are we going to be doing SQL? Are we going to be doing post? I mean, are we going to? Which version of SQL are we going to be doing?
I think today the team assignment is to connect with Postgres.
Yeah, that's what I saw, and then in the reading, it does actually start to touch on that more, because I started to read through it last night. It just when it gives the 4 examples, it doesn't have Postgres, but with some additional reading, you can see where you plug it in, kind of. But it was still, yeah. So I think it is.
I think if you guys already designed the database in Postgres, just use that.
Does that work, Jordan? Does that sound good? Or did you have some other thoughts on that? Because you did some more stuff this morning, I know.
Sorry, does that work as far as using the database code?
No, like was there anything that you were reading or studying this morning that made you think something different than what we just said? That we would do
As far as
Postgres?
Postgres versus MySQL?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. They ended up being a little different as to how far I got, but about 6s as far as progress between the two. So
Okay.
I think that if we can make Postgres happen this morning, definitely go that route.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, that would be my vote, since we're all more familiar with that one because of the first half of the semester.
So do we just want to try to have this done by like 6 o'clock tonight, or?
Yeah, sure, that'd be good. So I don't know. I mean, do we want to just kind of jump into this week's team project, and then we can just kind of keep in touch and try to get everybody's pushes done by 6, and then turn it in tonight?
I agree on that. Yeah, we should do it that way.
And just to be clear on ours, which maybe it's overly clear, we'll probably have the code written up for the database creation, and then we'll have a connection for ours, but they won't exactly be tested and perfected with what our tables and everything are, because we probably won't write all the code to make sure that's there. We'll just have a connection and a rough draft for the databases. Right, Jordan? That sound right? Where we're going to be hopefully tonight?
Right.
Now, I feel bad. I want to be the person who screen shares, but I know I'm going to be leaving early, so I don't know if that's going to be helpful or not. When I'm going to be cutting out.
Yeah, probably if you're leaving early, it might be better to have the code on somebody else's machine, so we can make sure we finish it all the way.
Yeah.
Was everyone able to see this? Check that. I've got everyone's emails, right? On there?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we could check it right now to see if we are connected to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to check and see if you have access, I don't know exactly what it's going to do. If you have to accept something through email, or I'm not sure.
I'm checking my email right now.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got an invitation. It says, follow this link to get access.
Oh yeah, I got the invitation for Heroku.
Okay, and it's just an empty project right now, so there's nothing on there. I think I might have pushed the Hello World thing up there, but that's about it. So.
Okay.
So we're going to be creating a different password and login from our last one, right?
No, you are going to be connecting with your current password and user. I think it's just the sharing of the project.
So one of the things that Jordan had said, and I didn't know this, he said something about how you can only do one database per Heroku account. I don't know if that's true or if that's an issue if we're using our same password and login. Is that true, Jordan? I don't know. I remember you saying that.
So just with working with Cody on the last half of the semester, one of the issues I was having was trying to set up a database, but there was already one set up. And so for the free Heroku account, you can do one database, per what he was telling me. As far as this goes, I don't know, I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's a problem because Cody already pushed to it.
And what we might end up doing is just using the same database that I already have set up, but then just adding tables to that database.
Sure.
Right.
Creating a separate database. It'll just have separate tables with separate dependencies.
That's what I suggested. I didn't think there'd be an issue. So we're connecting to your Heroku right now. That's what's going on right now, Cody?
Correct.
Okay.
So yeah, so don't delete the tables in there, 'cause I need those for a different project.
Sure.
Yeah, I actually, for my PHP project, I created a water billing software for the water district in a neighboring city, and so I need all those to be in place still whenever we're done here. So.
Oh, cool.
So what other class are you taking for with PHP?
Oh, it was just for the project that we did earlier this semester, the individual project.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. So is everyone able to view that or get on and check it out? Or
I'm connecting right now to it. That looks good. Oh, it says access denied. The Heroku account does not have the required permissions to access this page. What's that about? Anybody else get that far? Did you have any issues?
Let me see. Heroku. I'm just gonna be trying to from my end.
Wait, but then I clicked on the menu and then I went right past it. So I don't know if that was a certain page I couldn't, like the main menu page or something. It's looking like I'm in there.
I don't remember my password.
Oh,
So I actually used my BYU email when I made my own Heroku, and this time I used my Gmail. So I guess I'm going to be kind of have a separate one.
I'm gonna,
All right.
Cody, I'm gonna put my BYU email.
okay, you
What's-
want to trade?
Yeah.
What's the name of the application of the new one?
If you look at my screen share, you can see it right up here.
Let
shoot.
me
Oh, yeah, let me get
just
to
go
that.
in. Yeah.
I haven't seen it
Okay.
yet.
Afternoon. Blah blah.
Afternoon, blah blah. Yeah.
Dang it, I didn't get to see it.
Sorry, it's just.
No, I can't. I can't find the dang page. Okay,
yeah,
I got it.
I have access to that. I'm looking at the web interface right now, and yes, I can see that project in my web interface.
Okay. Sweet.
Afternoon, blah blah blah. Okay, I need to delete my other one. Ah, there it is. Afternoon Erie or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's the
Blah
one.
blah. Yep.
So I don't know if anybody else saw anything else. Is that what your other one was on, Cody? Is that where you have your other database and everything on the same afternoon?
No, I've got 4 different projects going right now.
Right, and so I don't know if it looks like you just invited us to this one, so that's good. It keeps it separate because that's the only one I can see is the afternoon one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
right
and
in there, we
so,
should see the database and everything that it will be created. Correct.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know how we added. I can't remember how we added that database in the last one. It was through the command line, right?
Yeah, it was through the command line. Actually, there's a couple commands. I think I have them. I kept a file with all the commands from that, so I can.
My guess is that if we're going to do it the way that he said, which we should try to just make one here, but if we end up adding a database here and they say you can't because he's already done one on the other side, we'll just end up connecting to the other one instead of this one, which is fine. I don't think there'll be any issue with that. Do you know what I mean? Because that'll all be established in the connection. So,
Yeah.
So you would have to get that overview information for us. You know, the URL and the port and all that stuff.
Oh, you can have, since you are also I think since we have been added, we can see all the information for the connection, and that's on the web interface also.
Oh, really? So one of the other things that's an option, if we can't do it through afternoon because of doing a second database, really we could do any of ours. We could do any of the Heroku databases. And if Cody's is actually connected to a live system that matters, maybe we should do somebody else's if we can't connect to afternoon with a database.
Well, the only thing that needs to be done is we need to create on this afternoon project a database with the commands, and from there we can connect. It will start yelling out the data for the connection and to the database on Heroku.
Okay, if that works, that's great. So let's go ahead and try and do that. That's where we're at right now, right? We want to try to do the command line to add the database.
Let me see. Yeah. Let me see if I have those commands. I think I had them because I was keeping a file and then I stopped keeping that file, which thing I regret.
Well, I don't think.
Because I had all the commands and everything.
Right.
I stopped doing it, and I don't have the rest of the commands from the rest of the class.
I'm going to go back and see if I can find them in the thing as well. In our like teacher solutions and stuff.
Well, we had them when we created the connected database. I have that. Dump the database. Push database changes. No, I don't have the ones for creation. I just have some others.
Let's see.
Restore backup
Well,
database.
does someone have a local database that's ready to go, and we can at least work through this assignment?
Oh yeah,
that's the local.
That's a good idea.
What time do you have to leave, Michael?
It's I think they're talking 9:30, 9:45. So in a couple minutes.
Okay.
They just asked me when I gotta leave. But I can still get that information and then just screenshot it and send it if I can log in. But every time I go to log in, it's logging me into afternoon. So I got to sign out and re-sign in if we're gonna use mine. Oh, you know what? I think I have that information already on one of my NetBeans. Okay.
So, okay, let me see if I can.
Oh, I think I'm in. Okay. I've got my information for my database. But you guys will want to know like what rows and what everything. Shoot, you'll want to know like, you know what I mean, what my tables are, so that when you're trying to access it, you can maybe pull some information from it.
Well, for the team assignment today, we just need to work on this right here.
Okay, if you can use this, then that is fine with me. But if you're worried about not having some information, you should use somebody else's. But I'll screen share in case somebody wants it. Oh man, I gotta find my screen share.
We'll be using the ODVC to connect. Database displays information in Java web application.
Oh, OD.
Whoa. Okay, so here's my information to connect to me if anybody wants that. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, that's for Heroku, though, right?
Isn't that what you want? I don't understand.
No, we are going to be working locally, correct?
Right.
Oh.
Machines, yeah.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
So it'll work through the just that MAMP stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
But I don't have a MAMP stack on this PC. I just have it on the Mac. So. If somebody else has one installed already, and we can just run off of theirs, that'd be great.
Let me see if mine's still up.
Where's my? How do I stop? You know, I don't even think I ever got it working locally. I once I got connected to Heroku, I just did all my work there, especially because you can check your database through one of those GUIs, and so it just like seemed just as easy to me. So you could check and see if it added it or if it didn't. And
Do you have yours set up, Jesus?
I think I do.
Okay.
I'm trying to connect right now.
Okay.
Expenses. But it's not asking for. I don't remember how we connected though.
We're gonna connect.
PSQL.
Are we gonna do our pretty much a hello world, just connecting a hello world to our Postgres?
Well, it's got to connect to a database, and then we've got to add a couple tables. It looks like just like 2 tables with a many-to-many relationship. So I guess it'll be 3 tables.
Postgres. I think I remember how to connect now. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Expanse. And then root.
And yeah, I mean, just like Michael was saying, it might be easier to add the tables through the graphic user interface instead.
Root. Yep. For some reason, Postgres. I think the user Postgres has 2 S's, 2 S, right?
Just one.
Just one.
Okay. Mine is the post. Okay. Let me see if I can get into the web interface for Postgres. It was localhost E1. Then do you remember after the localhost, what was the next level to get into Postgres interface? Postgres or something like that? Running, this is running, but I don't remember the rest of it. It was PL, SQL. Oh, okay. PG, PHP, PG admin.
Yeah, that's it.
And then your English and English. Yes. It's just because I've been having problems with this thing. In a lot of Spanish.
Gotcha. So do you want to share, Jesus?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just not being able. Ah, okay. Postgres and root. Let's see. Oh, I'm connected.
Sweet.
I'm connected. And actually, I was able to connect Heroku's database on my also on my visual interface last time.
Huh.
Yeah, that can be done. So we can do that if you need or if you want. I can connect the Heroku database once it's created on Heroku. Or I can teach. I can show you how to do it. I can make a little video probably.
Okay.
All right, let me share. All right. So here it is, connected to that. And, well, this is a schema that I created last time.
Yeah.
So I
So
don't
do
know
you
if.
do you just want to create a new one that we can?
Yep. Yeah, databases. Let me see. Let me see if I remember.
I think that bottom create database
Oh,
should
right.
create one.
How should I call it?
It looks like we're gonna make. I don't know. Even if you just want to call it 11 team or something like that, because it'll
Teach
be
11, yeah.
teach
Something
11.
like that.
Page 11. Templates. No, I don't need templates. Okay. Or Postgres. Should I use the Postgres? Let's see. Create. All right. Have that. Then public. And create table.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're supposed to have a person table. Looks like.
Person. Like that.
And it should have first name, last name, and birthday.
Number of columns. First name, last name, birthday 3.
Yep.
And
Is that with or without an ID column?
Yeah, I probably need an ID column too.
4 columns.
For a unique ID, right?
Right.
Is that correct?
Looks good.
All right. So ID, serial. And it's gonna be not null, unique, and primary. Then name. We want to do a bar chart, correct?
Yeah.
I don't have a bar chart though.
You could just do text.
Yeah, just do that.
Next. And
But
this
you're
is
gonna
gonna
want to
be
do first name and last name. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. Label it first name.
first name. I'll do everything on a lowercase, so last name and birthday, correct?
Right. It looks like. Hang on. So are we gonna do the stretch activity or no? Skip it this week. Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah, let's skip it.
Okay. So if we do the stretch activity, we have to have more than one, probably.
Yeah, for the sake of the project, it might be better to skip it this week.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, should I just do this and then last name, text, and then birthday? Should I do date?
Yeah.
And this is gonna be not unique. Should I do not null for everything?
Let's just leave it so that way if we have an error, it'll still create, but we'll see where we're going. So
I'll just leave this one for the primary key though.
yeah, that's fine.
All right.
So
What
then,
else?
do you want to just insert just some data in there so that we can see if
Sure. Insert value name Joe, last name Smith, and birthday. I think it kind of 2003 01 01. I think that's the
Format,
actual
yeah.
format. So
Maybe
if I
just do
go,
one more.
okay, I was just wanting to see. Okay, insert. Okay, I'm gonna do mine. I'm not gonna give you my birthday. Nah, just kidding. Now you can know my age. Insert. And then, should I do a select?
Yeah, sure, just to make sure that we have some. Can you just do asterisks on all of those and it'll select everything?
I don't know.
Oh, do select all fields right above the select.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the asterisk.
But we can see the data though. If we go into
Yeah.
if we go here, here. Come on, open, span it. Yeah. Sequences tables here. If we go into the table itself here, we should be able to see the data. Huh.
Go up to the top right-hand corner where it says SQL.
Where?
The top right-hand corner.
Right here.
Yeah. And then just type it in. The select star. Select it all. I think you'll have to. Is that the right schema?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, team 11. It's a database. Execute. And right there.
There it is.
Cool. So now we have to create a new Maven project in NetBeans and connect to it.
All right. Let me close all this. File, new project. Maven web app. Next. Team 11. Next. Finish. All right. So we need to do the interface for this, correct? So I'll just remove this. Yes, let me close everything out here. Close all. And insert new JSP. Then I'll call it index for this. Style 11. Then we need a form, I guess. Form. And action. And then method. Here. table. Or it's 4, correct? 4, like that.
Sounds like someone's in a submarine.
I'm sitting in my car.
Pipe. All right. So I need to copy this. This is just gonna be 3 of them, correct?
Yeah, should be.
Name, last name, and it's gonna say last name and birthday.
I don't know that we need a form though, because all we have to do is create a web application with a page to display each person in the database.
Oh, okay. We are not gonna be doing any inserts then.
No, not at this, not for the core requirements.
Okay.
So we just have to be able to connect to the database and display the users or the people.
So then I have to create a class or so for the connection, correct?
Yeah, probably a servlet to
Servlet.
process.
Connection, should I call it? Or database, or what should I call it?
Yeah, connection was fine. That's good.
Connection. Finished. And then servlet. I'll remove all that. And then, so we need to override the do and get methods, correct? Oh, give me 1 sec. Give me 1 second. Somebody's calling. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Okay.
So
So
we do need to include the dependencies in the POM file for the JDBC connector, as well as the JSTL is what it says in the instructions.
JDBC, which one? JDBC. Postgres.
Yeah, let's try it. Well, I don't know. That's a Facebook. I'm not sure.
UDBC. Cache database. Let me see. Maybe plugin.
Maybe that Postgres Maven one.
Wouldn't hurt. Alright. Still is adding it.
I don't know what the driver would be for that one though.
Okay, just downloading the JSTL also. I hope to have downloaded the proper one, JSTL. Yeah, and this is the one that I'm downloading. Is that the correct one? Does anyone know? Because I have had a lot of problems with JSTL.
I'm not sure.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either.
Okay, I'm downloading that one. And still downloading the dependencies here. So let me just check. Here. Okay. This week. Alright. Oh, it's JDBC connector.
And it looks like on the Postgres.org has a JDBC
Jar file.
Yeah, download for the jar file.
Okay.
I can put the
link.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat.
Let me just get this out of the way.
It's right there, Jesus, in that chat.
All right. Oh, I'm opening it right now. Postgres driver.
Oh, actually, that one at the top has a Maven repository.
Which one?
There's that link with the says in the About section. They're available a current version with Maven repository. Nope, sorry, go back one page. In the About section of the previous page.
Oh,
So
oh right here,
download
right here.
About, there's a link right there, Maven repository, and I think that gives. It shows a POM file and a jar file, so I don't know if we can just download the POM or I'm not sure.
Java doc jar. Let me see if I can just add the jar file into the dependencies.
Okay.
Yeah, keep. And then I'll go to documents, NetBeans projects, and we call it team something, team 11. And then source. Well, not source. Yeah, source. Web app Java. No, web app.
I think. Well, I wonder
Let
if
me
you
see.
just add that. Because if you add the dependency into the POM file, whenever you compile, doesn't it automatically
Yeah,
download those jar files?
yeah,
And
it
add?
does. So
So if you open that link in another window, it'll open that POM file, and then there's the. Although I don't see the dependencies in there.
Scroll up.
I'll open mine in the project so we can look at it really quick. Dependency. Now version. So JDBC, correct? So JDBC, that's, let's see, I'm sorry.
Although that one says org.postgres in the group ID. I don't know if you can query that.
Yeah. Org. That what?
Postgres.
Postgres.
POSTGRESQL. You got an extra T in there. There we
SQL.
go.
There you go. Now what? Artifact ID, do we have one?
Yeah, Postgres. QL, yeah.
Version? Or something.
42. Yep.
This one?
Yep. Are you using 6 or are you using 7?
Don't remember. I think I'm using 7.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
Java version 7 or what?
Right.
The JRE. I'm on 8.1, but when we created the project, I think it was on 7 for the JRE instead of. I can check it out.
Now it's letting you add. I think that you're right, though.
And so now it's downloading dependencies. Okay, so now we go back here. I'll close the POM file.
Yeah, so it got added to the POM file right there, right?
Yep. Well, it's still downloading dependencies.
Okay.
Down here. So now
Sweet.
let me. All right, we have the dependencies, and then right here. Don't forget to include JSTL. I think. Select all people from the database and return them. Okay.
Yeah, and I kind of wonder if you can't just do that right in that servlet and just print line.
Okay. I'll put that print line, correct? Print.
Although we'll still have to do the connection part first. So I think that this template is kind of the idea that we're shooting for.
Are you sharing?
Yeah, I am sharing, but I also copied the link into the thing if you want to. Either way.
Okay, I'll just go here and see. Okay.
So that was in this week's reading. The example. That's the example code, and I think that we'll just have to change our driver from MySQL to Postgres.
Right. Import Java SQL.
But I think that with that dependency that we're downloading, we should be able to have access to the JDBC driver and all that jazz.
Okay, got it. So I'll copy that into the. Should I copy it directly in the servlet, or should I create a class?
Good question.
Let's try to create the same class. Doesn't hurt. New class. Just copy this really quick. Source format. All right, and I need to do the import. It was an import of java.x. I think it was something like past on a PS SQL localhost. Let me see how the driver should look. The driver URL.
Yeah.
Here should be com dot.
I think we're org though, aren't we? I think we're org.postgres.
Right. Work dot postgres JDBC. Let me see how should it look though. I'm not sure. JDBC driver URL. Let's see. Right there. Okay, I'll take this because it includes the port.
Do we need the port for your local host?
I don't think so. Okay. No, I don't think so since we are locally.
But I think that you still might. It might be the second one though, for host and database, right?
Host and database, yeah. So this is the URL, but still, this is how this thing should look like in here. Database URL. Here is localhost, and then database is the team 11. It was something like this. And then the only thing I need to make sure is just the JDBC driver. value. Let me see. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yep.
Okay. Connection. Here's the URL. That's correct, according to this. But then the driver, well, the driver, I don't know if it should be that way. org.postgres.jdbc.driver. We'll do this. Driver. Okay. You need to get the connection instance from JDBC to do this. You use driver manager. Example connection equals this. That. In addition to the connection parameters, the driver supports number additional properties which are used. Host port database. Yeah, it has to be a little bit different from what I see here.
Well, it's weird because they use that get connection, the driver manager get connection as well in that example code from the reading this week.
Okay.
But they have that variable, the JDBC underscore driver variable, so, but it doesn't look like they use it anywhere else. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
just leave it like that for now, and
then we can start from here.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like anywhere else that variable's used, so I'm not sure.
Actually, they're using this here.
Oh, class for name. Okay, I see.
Let's change it to org. How did we call it here? Yeah, Postgres. Postgres.jdbc. Okay. DV. Okay. Here I'm gonna change the user to and root. Database. Creating a statement. Okay, I'll do this. Select from what was the name of the database? Where? I had it here.
Is it people?
Person.
Person.
No.
Do you need the name of the database or the name of the table?
Yeah, you want the name of the table. Person.
The table person. Yeah, correct. Person.
But see how they've sectioned out those columns? Those are all columns, so maybe we need to do our select statement with each of those as separate columns so that we can print them out. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So if we
Here?
just do, yeah, instead of the asterisk, we do ID, comma, first name, comma, last name.
Last name from person. Okay, and then get ID, int ID, age. Oh, we are missing something. Birthday. Right?
Yep.
And so we have the ID is an int. And then first and last. Okay. I'll just replace that for first name and last name. The only thing that I don't know, how are we going to do this? It's to convert date to string. Okay, let's try without this one. This normally gets complicated.
Yeah, I agree.
And then ID equals ID age. We'll remove that. ID first, last, and that's it for now. Okay, close, 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 close. Okay, can we run this thing? No, because we don't have a main. Oh, this is a main. We might be able to run this separately.
Yeah, maybe.
Run file. And then if that's the case, then we can just display everything. Should appear on the console. Goodbye.
Scroll up a bit
The goodbye
on
is
your
the
black
last.
window. Scroll up. Top. Go down. Sorry. Keep going. Stop. Java laying class not found.
Class loader.
Is it because there's two S's in the Postgres?
Probably, yeah. This is 1.
And then 929 as well.
29. Oh, I see. I want to give it an extra S.
I think it. Did we fix it on the one up higher too, or no? Yeah, it's right on that one.
Yeah. Should I run it again?
Yeah, I think you need to save first, but yeah.
Save and run.
Oh, now it's trying to run it on Glassfish.
That's not gonna work. How can I stop it?
I don't know. Just let it run and fault out and then rerun.
Oh, it's deploying it. But yeah, okay.
Is that your computer, Jesus?
Crazy. Deploying, no. Okay, should we remove then this part of the main?
Well, I think run it the same way that you did
To-
before first, and just see if it'll run in the command line.
Right, I don't know how to stop it though.
I think, what if you just close all those run tabs in the output section?
It's trying to do something, so I'll just let it run.
Okay.
On this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna show an error after that. Let me see if I can run just the file. Java Lincoln class not found. It's for the Java driver. You see here?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't find that. So we need to find out how that should be. And I don't know how to stop this. Other stuff.
Just close the output tab, maybe.
Alright, let me just close this. And go ahead. Just copying app. Okay, it's not finding the driver as it is, so we need to find what the right thing for the driver is on that Postgres. So let's see. JDBC. Equals right here. I think that is the one. Choosing driver.
Is it?
Like this. Well, I found it here. Here.
Yeah, so change it on those other three too, or the other two instances. And let's try it and see.
Okay, JDBC right here, correct?
Yep.
And where else?
Isn't there one more down a little bit further?
Let's see.
Maybe not.
I think there were only two.
Okay. Don't forget to save.
Oh yeah, you're right. Save. Run file. Okay. Yeah, it's not finding the database name this time. So let me just check which is the database name. But this is a good sign then. For this, teach 11. That's the one, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, instead of team, it's teach.
Right.
Right at the end of line 18.
18. All right. Teach.
Hey, that looks good.
Yep. Right there.
Sweet.
81. It's connected. So now we need to make it work on the request. So I think we just need to copy these in the request, correct? On the servlet.
Yeah, I think so.
And then change the system out that print just for out that print.
Yeah, and we could output to that index file,
Right.
I think, right?
Right. So we will go to connection. And let's see. Paste all that in there. Okay. There's an extra source format. All right. So now we just have to. Oh, okay. Sorry. I need to change this to and remove that. And I'll remove also the. I think this is the end of the main. So we'll do it this way. And we are having a lot of. Oh, I see why. It cannot be static inside of here directly.
How come?
Because it is protected. And that's it. Now we have another error down here. Huh.
I don't think we need that.
We don't need any of this. We need to get and post, right?
Yeah, we will need to get post. That's true.
But I don't know why it's telling us this. Probably there's an extra parenthesis here. No.
Do you have the request and response in the top section?
Let me see. Request and response. Right there.
Yeah.
Request
Okay.
response. And all this is okay. And then we have certain to have problems here. Okay. This is regarding. Okay, let's see. I'll just leave it the way it was before we start having all this. Public void main.
Dad.
Okay, now it's not having any issues with that.
So what is it having issues with right now? It says there's errors in there.
Yeah. Oh, up here with the finals deal. But why? Public static void main. True that. I don't know. Let me just get the connection stuff. We'll clean it up. Instead of final, let's do string. String.
Did he post the source on this?
Yeah, I think it's if you erase the TA version on the end of the URL.
Yeah.
I think that it's all there. Although I don't see the Java.
Oh yeah. There's no Java. It says teach has not been updated.
Huh.
Whatever that means.
Okay. I think all the errors are gone. I needed to place a couple of closing tags here. For the try and for the method itself. So now.
So now we should be able to run that file, right? And
Correct.
just test it before we try to get the outputs.
Right. Do you want me to run it?
Yeah, let's try and see.
Just the file or the entire project?
Can you run just the file?
Yep.
Don't forget to save though.
Run file. Let me see if I can run the project. But I won't be able to see anything, correct?
Well, I don't know. You have those print lines. They might display.
No, they do if we modify the system.print line for just out, like this.
Yeah.
Should I call him final static?
Oh. I don't really know what that means, honestly.
This is just to be constant. I don't think that's, well, we cannot do a static, just final. Yeah, this is just to make it a constant variable.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, constant, not constant variable. Cannot be that. All right. So should I try it out?
Yeah, let's try it out.
I'll run the entire project. Should I build it?
Yeah, probably. Were you able to find anything, Ryan?
No. It's just all HTML, but let's see.
Okay, I'll run it. Should I remove this?
I don't think it matters if it's there. We could take it out if we wanted to, though.
I'll do it just. Oh, okay. It's gonna try to find this, but I haven't tell it to go to connection here. Well, we don't. Yeah, we need to let them know somehow to go to the connection.
I thought that
Certainly.
can't you just change the whenever it loads? Can't you just change the URL to connection?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it should be. You're right.
Is your Glassfish service running?
As far as I know, yes. I had this problem last week with my with a personal assignment,
Uh-huh.
and it was just an error on the. We can just delete these, can we?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna hurt anything. We can always add one back in, but
But yeah, we are not doing anything, so it shouldn't matter.
right.
Oh, sorry. Can you see this?
Oh, your system out.
Yeah, we cannot be doing anything like that. Probably. Let me
Yeah.
just try to find out if we have any other.
Looks like you got them all.
All right, now let's go build it. And then run it again. Huh.
That's bad news.
No, I tried to do something last time. Let's see. One more time.
So I think we've been working on it long enough to view the instructor code. So I went in there and there isn't an example.
Yeah, Ryan and I just tried that.
Oh, sorry, I had to walk away from my kids for a sec. Sorry to echo information.
Oh, that's all good.
So what happened? There's nothing there.
Yeah, the instructor solution hasn't been updated yet.
Okay. So what would be missing now? Sorry. Yeah, I made a mistake here. The final ones were supposed to be up here, but I'll leave it just like that. These were the final strings, not the other ones.
Huh. Oh.
Okay, let me see. And then connection, correct?
Yeah.
As
Oh, sweet.
right there.
Cool.
There you go.
So then, I mean, technically, we could pass those into variables and be able to output them into the
into the JSP.
JSP. Yeah.
Right.
But that's the idea right there.
Right. So for some reason wasn't able to build it, and I think it's just a thing on my. Let me just try it one more time. Just a thing on my ID.
Yeah, that's really weird. If it doesn't come...
It's doing it.
Oh yeah, there you go. It packaged it right there.
Yep. Yeah. So this is basically the idea. So we just need to pass it on to onto the JSP, correct?
Yeah, and I think we're probably good. I mean, we've been on it for over an hour. I think we can count it. So.
Right.
And then we can try to work on the parts that we need to get done for the, milestone today.
All right. So I'll stop the sharing for now. I'll upload this to the repository or to actually to the Google Drive as it is, so you can have it and download it.
Would you repost the link to the Google Drive, Jesus?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
That's right here. Let me just go to my drive. Then I should be able to get the link from somewhere. I think I should be able to get it from here.
Bless you.
Get the link.
Bless you.
And so it's gonna be here. That's it. How can I stop sharing?
Yeah, if you click on that, it should let you.
All right. So now, what else are we going to be talking about?
I think that's everything. If we just want to go back into the smaller groups and work through the milestones that we have today and make sure that we can get a good upload by the end of, what did we decide, 6 o'clock or something?
6 o'clock. Yep.
Okay.
So I will try to. I have sent you my POM file, correct, Cody? I'm gonna try to see if I can send all that information into a web page so we can show the proof of concept.
And I wonder, Jesus, I tried your Palm file, but it didn't work for that project that I was working on. So I wonder
Okay.
if we could try to create a playlist as a proof of concept. I think that it'll be the same idea, but then I think that we could actually use that for our ending project.
Okay. Okay, we can try that one. I'll show you if you want. We can just get into another meeting,
Yeah,
and I'll
that's
show you what I did to be able to compile it.
okay. Is everyone else good? Do we need anything else?
Yeah.
Just real quick, Jesus, on that link that you sent out, which folder is it? Team accounts, team activity 2, team activity Java.
For this activity,
Yeah.
I haven't uploaded yet.
Oh, okay.
Uploaded.
Okay.
I haven't done that. I need to go
You're
into
fine.
the project folder and I'll do it right now so you can have the code. Okay. Give me one
Okay.
second. And please let me know if you can see it after I upload it,
Okay.
because I know that's important for the database. Correct.
Right.
Team 2. Do you want me to create a specific folder for that, called database or so?
It doesn't matter to me. I just anything you want, I'll know where to get it.
All right, I'll just put it. I'll put that activity inside of database. So if anyone wants to get it, it's inside of database.
Thank you.
Okay, it is up now. Check it out. And let me know if you can see it.
Hey, Brad, I'll send you a message.
Yeah, I see database, team 11, POM file.
Sorry, what was that, Ryan?
I'll send you a chat invitation so we can figure out our milestone for this week.
Okay.
And then I have to go somewhere for a little bit, and I'll send it when I get back.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Okay, yeah, all the Java files are there. You just have to open a bunch of folders inside of it. If you go to source, if you go into team 11, database team 11, then source, main, Java, and then you follow the edu, BYUI, CS313, and team 11 again. You will see the connection.java and the first example.java. It's the one that says connection.java.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. Is there anything else we need to do?
Nope. I probably will have questions throughout the day, so I'll just pose them to you guys as I work through this, but we'll go from there.
All right. All right. So I think you should be able to connect now, since I think everything is fine with the driver and everything else. So yeah, if you have any question, just let us know.
Okay.
And the URL is going to be different as soon as we get the Heroku database up and running, so it'll be a little bit different, but it should be similar.
Yeah,
Okay.
the user also will change in the password.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of saying localhost, it's gonna take the Heroku's. Well, there's two ways to do that, right? We can do it with there's a variable that Heroku uses, or we can put it directly. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be easier just to grab it directly.
I think so too, just because I don't know that variable works outside of PHP. I'm not positive.
Right.
But I might create a new Heroku account and then add everybody in like we just did, and then I'll shoot out those new get links and application links. So.
Just to be safe with your data or something.
Well, and also because I think that you guys are right about the idea that we can only have one database attached to that, so that way everyone can have the same password for all that. So.
Okay.
So yeah,
Sounds good.
I'll post it up as soon as I get it done and let everybody know.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You're welcome.